Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm going to be taking a deck profile on my Blackwings. So I'm really excited to take this deck because they did not hit Gofu. I'm really excited for that, and Blackwings could be a contender. You know, I mean, the meta is kind of wild right now and wild and crazy. You know, I see a lot of spellbook variants going to be pretty good in the next couple of weeks, but you know, Blackwings, they got a chance, you know, because they kept 3 Gofu, and it's actually searchable in this deck. I mean, it's still at 3, which is just crazy to me. Like, I thought they would at least put it to, like, maybe 1 or 2, probably 1 closer, because that's what they did in the OCG. But anyways, guys, let's get into it. So, first off, we're going to be playing 3 copies of the Bad Man himself, Chris the Crackodon. Chris Crackodon is really good because if you control another Blackwing, you can instantly special summon it out on the field, which is really great. And once per turn, it cannot be destroyed by card effects like spell and traps. Only spell and traps, it can still be destroyed by monster effects. Then we play 2 copies of Shura. Shura is actually pretty good right now because when you destroy a monster by battle, you can special summon a Blackwing monster from your deck that has 1500 attack or less, which gets you card advantage. Gets you good card advantage in this deck. So 2 is plenty in this deck. Some people are even playing 1. I like 2 though. Then I play 3 copies of Bora because just like your copies of Chris, he lets you special summon himself if you control another Blackwing, which is really good. And if you attack a monster in defense position, he inflicts piercing damage. Then we play, for the last level 4, we're going to play 1 copy of Zaphros the Elite. Zaphros the Elite is really good because you can return 1 face-up card you control to your hand, which could be your Gofu, and then special summon him from the graveyard, but he also lets you inflict yourself with 400 points of damage, which is minuscule in this game. Like, it's almost unnecessary to even mention. But you can only do that once per duel, which kind of sucks. Some Blackwings are so broken they have the effects that you can only do it once per duel. Then we play 3 copies of Kalut the Moonshadow. Kalut is the hand trap, like Honest, that you can discard it when a Blackwing monster battles during the damage step to have that monster gain 1400 additional attack. So with our Shuras, they go to 32, Chris goes up to 33, Bora goes up to 31, and Zaphros goes up to 3000 with just 1 copy of Kalut, which can make them humongous. It's a great combo piece with your Shuras. Another card that really helps with attack points is Gale. You really only need 1 or 2 Gales at a time. I like 2 Gales. I mean, I've never seen anybody play 1 Gale unless it was at 1. But 2 Gales works just fine for me. If you control another Blackwing monster, you can special summon it, which is really good. And then you can target 1 monster your opponent controls once per turn and half its attack, which is crazy good. Because you can make your Shura be able to not even have a Kalut with it and attack, and then special summon something like a Pinaka, and then synchro later with your Shura and your Pinakas, which is crazy good. Then we play 2 copies of Blizzard because early game Blizzard kind of sucks, late game Blizzard's great. Blizzard's kind of like a Monster Reborn. You can't special summon, or he cannot be special summoned, and when this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Blackwing monster from your graveyard, which is great for rank or level 6 synchro plays. It's crazy good in this deck. And he actually helps you get into your Crystal Wing and your Omega really easily. Then we play 2 copies of Pinaka. Pinaka is really good because he can only be, well, the only backside to Pinaka is that he can only be used to synchro a Blackwing monster. He's the second level 3 tuner monster of the deck, but when he is in the graveyard, because he was sent there this turn, you can add a Blackwing monster from your deck to the hand. So any Blackwing monster, which is really good, and he's really good that way. Then we play 1 copy of Steam. Steam the Cloak is really good because if he's sent to the graveyard, you get to special summon 1 Steam token. But the only downside is you have to remember with Icarus attack, it is an Aqua type, so he is not compatible with Icarus attack. But you can actually tribute 1 monster to special summon your Steam back on the field. But since that token counts as a normal monster, you can actually summon Link Spiders with it, which is really cool. Then we play 1 copy of the Midnight Sun. If you control only 1 Blackwing, you can special summon this, which is a really good combo piece with your Pinaka. You can normal summon Pinaka, special summon out your Gladius, and then once you special summon it, you can synchro into a level 6, and if you had Whirlwind, you could search your Hamaten, like my old combo, summon Yugioh, bring back your Nothung, and then you've got a established board, and that combo still works under Link Summoning because it only ever has one monster in your extra monster zone at a time. Then we play one copy of Hamaten the Dust. The monster count is really big in this deck, guys, so I apologize if this is taking a minute. If you control a Blackwing monster, you can special summon this card. Then, if this card is special summoned, you can target a Blackwing monster you control and increase this card's level by that target. So if I have, like, Zapdos, I can make this card a level 6, which is really nice. It really helps with level changing and level modulating for plays. One copy of Orsha the Squall. Orsha is good at 1, maybe 2, because it's kind of just the 1-star tuner that helps you get into your level 6 plays, and it's a combo piece with Gladys and Pinaka, because if you have, like I said, your Black Whirlwind, you can normal summon this, search this, then get the additional normal summon by normal summoning any of your other level 4 Blackwings off of Nothung, and then synchro, then search the Orsha, special summon it, synchro again, and then you've got your Yugioh, or whatever level 7 you want. And then for the final 3 monsters, we're actually going to play 3 Gofu. Gofu is actually more broken in Blackwing decks because it was made for Blackwings. He's kind of like a Cyber Dragon, you special summon him, and if you do, you special summon 2 tokens. He is a tuner, but you cannot use him on the field as a synchro monster. For you guys who don't know the extra effect of Gofu, you can banish this card and one other monster face-up non-tuner monster you control. Then target one Blackwing synchro monster in your graveyard whose level is equal to the total level of the monsters banished that had on the field and special summon it. So he's kind of like a Monster Reborn, which is nice. You're usually not going to use that effect very much. You're usually just going to use him for link plays in this deck, but there are a couple little weird combos that you can do with him. But that's it for the monsters. Big monster count on Blackwings. Blackwings always have a big monster count because of all the searchability with Whirlwind and stuff like that. So, good gracious, that is a lot of monsters. So, let's get directly into those spells. So that is a lot of monsters. Look at that. That's like over half the deck. Like, that's your spells and traps. That's your monsters. So, 1 Raigeki, 2 Twin Twisters, just to kind of help out with that board wipes. It really, really helps out to have your Twin Twisters, because you can afford to discard 1 or 2 cards in this deck. If you have like a dead Gofu or something like that, you can afford it. 2 Chalices, because it can either boost your Blackwings up by 4 or make your opponent's monster's effect negated. I like it over Breakthrough Skill and Fiendish Chain now because it's just very, very quick and very quick to act. For our draw power, we are playing 3 copies of Allure because you can afford, again, to discard a Blackwing because Gofu becomes dead later on in the game. And especially if you have a monster. And then for the last 3 spells, we only play 3 Black Whirlwind. I wish I could play more, haha. But the game states we can only play 3. If you normal summon a Blackwing monster, you can add a Blackwing monster from your deck to your hand that has less attack than it, which is awesome. I love Black Whirlwind. Like, this is probably one of my favorite cards in the whole game. It is just such a good searcher. Then we play 1 Torrential Tribute because Chris is unaffected and it surprises the opponent every single time. 1 Solemn Warning because I just like Solemn Warning. 1 Eradicator Epidemic, that nice Smexia secret rare one. It's awesome looking. You can tribute a dark monster with 2,500 attack or more and choose either spell or trap. Check your opponent's all their spell and traps and all the cards they draw for the next 3 turns, and whichever one you declare is sent to the graveyard for the next 3 turns. This card alone can win a game. Seriously. Like, I have won games at locals with just this card. Seriously. Then finally, 2 Icarus Attack. Tribute a Blackwing, or not a Blackwing, tribute a Wing Beast, then target 2 cards you control you're on the field and destroy them. Any 2 cards on the field, just destroy them, as long as they can be targeted. That's it for the main deck. Let's get into the extra deck. The extra deck should not take that long. I just slapped that rat on Chris's face. Sorry, Chris. Okay, so We're going to play one copy of Omimaru the Divine Thunder because he can go all the way up to 6,000 attack, and he's not that hard to get out. If you can get out a Link monster, you can get him out pretty easily. One Raikiri, he's probably your go-to first guy you're going to bring out because for every other Blackwing you control, you can destroy cards on your opponent's control equal to the number of Blackwings you control besides himself, which is really, really good. Is it actually including him or besides himself? Once per turn, you can target cards you control equal to the number of, other Blackwings. So he just pops everything on the field. He opens up for so many OTKs. Chidori is the humongous beat stick besides Omimaru. For every Blackwing in your graveyard, he gains 300 attack for each, I believe, when this card, let's see, this card gains 300 attack for each Blackwing monster in your graveyard. Yeah, and they can have the same names as each other. And when this card is destroyed, destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one, you can target one Wing Beast Synchro monster in your graveyard, except Saltwing, Blackwing, Black Chidori, and special summon it, which is really, really good because you're usually going to use your Raikiri first and then Chidori, and then once you do that, you're going to be able to just bring Chidori back, and it's crazy. Or not Chidori back, but Raikiri back. Hawkjoe for even later game, or early game if you can pull off the Nothung combo. He's really, really good. He's a monster reborn and brings him back. Armor Master, because he can't be destroyed by battle. He's still pretty good. I'm not going to lie. You put him in defense position, and a lot of people just can't deal with it because they're not playing Honor Arcs anymore. So they don't really care. And a lot of people aren't playing Castel because of Link monsters. I mean, some people are, but you find a lot are like, oh my god, where's my Castel when I need it? One copy of Nothung. He gives you an additional normal summon, and when he's special summoned, you can inflict 800 points of damage to your opponent and make a monster your opponent controls lose 800 attack, which is really, really broken. I really enjoy his effect. He's probably the best generic rank 6 besides Coral Dragon. One copy of Rainstorm. It's really, really good. It's kind of like your gateway into Omimaru because you make this in a level 7, and since this, like, these 3 count as tuner, or these 4 count as tuners right here. Your Chidori, Raikiri, Omimaru, and Senyaha. I don't know. I just call him Rainstorm because I don't want to get him wrong. Since he counts as a tuner, you just, synchro with like Hawkjoe plus him or whatever, and he counts, I think when he's special summoned, let's see, I think it was when this card is synchro summoned, you can target an Assault Blackwing monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So you normal summon Blizzard once one of these is in the graveyard, and Blizzard literally turns into Omimaru because you just bring back Kalut, and then synchro into this, and then bring back one of these, and then synchro in Omimaru, which is a 6k beater, which is stupid. Crystal Wing, because Crystal Ring is great. Cyframe Lord Omega, because you can make it pretty easily in this deck. It's really easy because you just make Nothung and then use Blizzard to make him. And you can do the same thing with Crystal Wing, which is really good because he just calls for a tuner and a non-tuner synchro monster, so you just use this and Blizz. Castel, because Castel's still pretty good in Wing Beast decks. And then for the Link monsters, I know I don't play a lot of XYZs anymore. Deco Talker, because it's Deco Talker. Proxy Dragon, because it's pretty good and it just calls for 2 monsters. So you can use tokens. Mrs. Radiant, because you can use 2 Link Spiders to make it. Which, speaking of Link Spiders, I play 2 Link Spiders. Now, if you want to, you can drop the Proxy Dragon, and I wouldn't, but you can to play Mrs. Radiant, just make Gofu and stuff like that, and then make the Link Spiders and then make Gofu. But I like the deck the way it is. It really works this way. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy it. This is a really consistent build of Blackwings. I really, really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's probably going to be my go-to deck besides Dark Lords and Red Eyes for the next format. But anyway, I know that sounds really weird, but Dark Lords are just going to be great in the next format. But anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And don't forget to join Dark Armed Alliance down in the description below. And I will see you guys in the next video. See you around, guys.